You're on the air. It takes forever for you to put that on, and when it's on by mistake, how does that happen? There's like 14 steps to turn the mics on, and then sometimes they're on by mistake. It's like you can't just accidentally hit it with your elbow. So as a mouse making those 14 steps to put it on?
Yeah.
A return guest here. How you doing? Alia Janine.
I'm well. How are you? Doing? You said my name right.
That's
Good job.
Right. Absolutely. Now you are, well, explain what you are. Give all your hats that you wear.
Well, I do comedy now, but I used to be a porn star.
No, so you're active in just comedy.
Correct.
Right. And did you ever overlap? Were you ever doing both?
Yeah, like sketches, some YouTube videos and stuff like that with some comics out in LA.
Right. But you did porn and comedy at the same time at one point.
No, I don't think they ever really like overlapped with the stand-up.
How long were you in porn for?
A whole 4 years.
Well, that's enough. That's college.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, that is. Yeah. Unless you go to grad school, unless you get a doctorate. Now, were you ever? Was it always a happy time for you, porn?
I had a lot of good times.
I mean, were you ever at a party going or a shoot going, who's that guy? You know, that type of thing where you were nervous somebody might kill you or something.
No, I've had death threats before on social media.
No, but I'm saying like
that.
the people. There were no shady characters in the production.
No, I met more shady people in like mainstream side of film.
Like, you know, in Boogie Nights, see Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
Was there any like Philip Seymour Hoffman guys hanging around who might kiss Mark Wahlberg?
No, surprisingly not. The thing about people that work in porn, like directors and stuff like that, they're honest or be like, I'm going to fuck you today. And be like, okay, this is what I'm getting paid for. So like, there's really no like hidden sleaziness in it. They're just sleazy.
Okay. Yeah, well, a lot of people have it's a stereotype, obviously.
Yeah. There's definitely shady people,
Right.
I mean, in it, but
in regular films are too, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, you know. Sometimes on a regular mainstream movie, you go, "Who's that guy?" And I go, he's here.
He's just here.
He's a friend.
Staring.
His girlfriend's in the movie. Okay, she's got a couple of lines. And you've been doing comedy for how long now?
A couple of years. Don't even know, to be honest. Working on 3, I guess, for stand-up.
Yeah, well, and what about that? What about the shady characters? Yeah, comedy club owners, I've said if only comedy club owners died in 9/11, I would be fine with not going into Afghanistan anymore. The world's a better place. If only the guy who manages the Cincinnati Funny Bone died. What about women? I would not suggest any woman in my life who I cared for going into it. I mean, you got a lot of guts. There are a lot of sleazeball guys who run clubs.
Talking about comedy now?
This is comedy?
I've told stories. Some of the stories are like, a guy used to pick me up with an ankle bracelet on his ankle from jail. He couldn't leave the county.
Yeah.
I won't say the name of the club, but this is the greatest story. He couldn't leave the county, otherwise they'd get like a SWAT team would come. And I was late. The plane was late, and I had a headline. I had to get there 20 minutes. We're going to like the Radisson. And he turns off. The Radisson, I could see the hotel. He turns off I go, what are you doing? He goes, they rezoned the streets. I go, yeah. He goes, on the way to the Radisson, we leave the county for like 5 minutes. and I can't leave the county. The thing will go off. And it's a whole big pain in the ass. I got to go to court, so I got to go around another way where you stay in the county. And I go, you got to be kidding me. So we hit traffic, and so I'm late for the first show because he couldn't leave the county.
Oh, my God.
I said, rezone? I see the hotel. I said, let me walk there. I'll walk to the fuck. And the same club, I go there, I'm late, I'm running on stage. The bathroom that the comedians were supposed to use by the green room is shut. Somebody from the club is in there using the bathroom. And the cook told me it's a waitress. And he goes, don't fuck with her. And I go, why? He goes, she's gonna get in a bad mood. I go, all right, but I gotta pee. I gotta go do an hour on stage. So I keep knocking, and after 5 minutes of knocking, this is what I hear. I swear to God, in this tone, she goes, I'm taking a dump. She went up on dump. Like if she was reading it in an audition and you had to go up on dump, you go, no one's going to get this. We're going to have to give them a line reading. Wow, you hit that perfectly. I'm taking a dump. And she walked out and, I don't want to be mean, but she looked like me. Yeah, unbelievable club.
What happened to ankle bracelet guy? Is he an agent now?
Yeah, he runs Warner Brothers. No, he's You know, no, one guy's in jail and another guy died. They're brothers.
Made a wrong turn.
You might have played this club. I don't want to say the name of the club. I'm going to say, do you go all around the Midwest and everything?
Well, I'm from the Midwest. I haven't really.
Okay.
Chicago Laugh Factory is the only place I perform. So.
Oh, all right. Okay. This is the city it's in. This is the name of the club.
Okay, never been there yet. But
I know
note
it,
to
yeah.
self.
You know it? Okay.
I know.
Have you played there?
Once.
Did you
Once.
really?
Yeah, but I was just I was playing a college nearby, so I just did a guest set there.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's the name. It's like a pun. The name is a pun, as you can see. Yeah. It's not like a pun of a TV
I think the ankle bracelet guy is still alive
How do you know that?
because Brian.
He's not your cousin, is
No,
he?
Brian McRae.
Out of nowhere. I know him.
Brian McRae, who's a former baseball player,
Yeah.
he subscribes to our podcast, and he said, "I know the club. I know the guy. He still had the ankle." Yeah.
Okay. He plays for the Royals.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for giving it away.
Well, he played for the Cubs and he played for the Mets.
All right. Well, then I gave it away. Yeah, they were brothers who ran it, and they were entertaining. They would try to pay in coke. They were the only two people. One guy in Miami, like that. You go, it's never going to happen. Those are legends. It happened with them. And I go, what am I going to send my agent? Like a line and a half or something? Here's your 10%. Again, they were scumbags, but I enjoyed hanging out with them. You know, because I was a scumbag. Louis Black was on stage at this club. I'll tell the story. Who cares? No one. Who hears this podcast? Drive-by shooting. They sprayed the club with shots, and 4 feet from him was a bullet hole. Mr. Louis Black.
Wow.
By 4 feet.
Wow.
He would have been like Buddy Holly. The day the comedy died. We flipped the coin. One was going to play this club, you know. Yeah, and the bullet hole's still there.
Oh, they left it there.
It's authentic. I think, like a lot of clubs will put it in fake, Yeah, it's edgy place.
Like all the motorcycles with the sticker bullet holes.
Yeah. There's, put it this way. There were, no pussies in this place, man. This was the real deal. And you did a guest set there just like...
I was playing in college, so
Yeah.
I just pop in. Yeah, I like to check places out.
That's great. You'll do that. You're the real workaholic with comedy, man. You go in and do... I never think of that when I'm in a city.
Well, you got other things going on.
Like what? What do I have going on?
I'm at like a Motel 6.
Oh.
The college kids are like, hey, you want to go to get a Pizza Hut with us? And I'm like, no.
Well, I didn't leave my hometown and go right to a Four Seasons, and I had a time where I was struggling. What about that? How do you do the road? Like, who books you? Do you get does your agent get you like good clubs, like good hotels?
I don't have an agent. I have my publicist. She helps me out.
Lainey.
Yeah.
Lainey's the best with everything.
Yeah, she is. Now I just I talk to other comics and then they hook me up.
So you just hustle. That's God bless you. That's hard to do. That I've been spoiled with, where a guy just calls you. So my guy Rich Super, my old guy, I had to leave. I love Rich, but he would call me up on the Stern days. It was so great. He go, yes, I figure out now. It's August, so Howard takes off Fridays, right? Figure Thursday you fly to St. Louis. I don't know, you pick up $40K, and then you shoot right over to Denver. That's an easy flight, right? That's a quick thing. There's a corporate gig. A guy wants you to play his kid's birthday party. Big fan of something. I got a lot of money out of him, though. Hey, what the fuck? He's got money, the guy. He's a big. I don't know. He's one of those guys for an insurance company. He makes sure people don't get their claims at an insurance company. Gets a big bonus at the end. I don't know. He's a scumbag. So we raped this guy, and he was. I played this. The kid turned 21. He's a big Stern fan, and I did a private party. I was like the Aerosmith at a big bar mitzvah. And the guy was one of those guys at a health insurance place where he would tell people, he would try to find make sure the illness wasn't something they could cover.
Oh,
one of those, like a real, but he bragged about it. He's like out loud, he's going, yeah, I said, fuck it. We don't cover leukemia. You spelled leukemia wrong on the form. We don't know what that is.
And it is stuff like that too. It'd be like, oh, you spelled it wrong.
Yeah,
so
no, it's basically he's like a guy. Someone puts in a claim. I have cancer. I have pancreatic cancer. They go, okay, well, this guy's going to tell you why we don't cover that. Then he gets a bonus based on what he saves the company. He gets a bonus at the end.
How is that even legal? Is that legal still? That doesn't seem legal.
Well, it's corporations.
Of course.
Google Bank of America and read this the Rolling Stones article about Bank of America. You see what they're up to. It's insane. It's not just big crimes, petty crimes. Bank of America, they're into everything. You could not believe the scumbags they are there. It's unreal. And they just don't care. They don't have hearts. These corporations, they don't have hearts.
But they're people, technically. So, right, like corporations are people now.
Yeah.
Which is
right. Well, this guy and this guy's kid was right in the same. He was breeding scumbags. It was a scumbag farm. Yeah, I raped them. And he goes, shoot over Seattle from Denver. How's that an easy shoot over? I'm not shooting anywhere. And I make a lot of money, but I realize he's making like $11,000 for going to an ecstasy party in Burbank. Where are you going to be? I'm by the pool. Would you rather be an agent or a comic?
Comic.
Yeah. To me, we make 90%, they make 10%, but it's 10% for answering the phone.
Yeah.
We got to go to Cincinnati. I go sometimes. I go. Do you realize what I do while you're sitting down? I go to St. Louis. I really go. It's not just on a piece of paper. I show up there and I hang out with people from St. Louis. Guy picks me up as a guy from St. Louis. Yeah. And then he takes me to, the Adams Mark Inn. Best hotel in town. Tells me there's a view of the Arch. You ever been to St. Louis is one of those disappointing cities. I thought it was going to be like romantic, the Mississippi River, Chuck Berry's from there. It's fucking Sea Caucus with an arch. What's your favorite city what's your favorite city to do comedy in?
I really like Chicago. I have a great time in Chicago.
Great town. In the summer.
Yeah. Anything right now in the Midwest in the winter, it's just you don't go.
Yeah, Chicago is a special kind of cold, man. You been to Chicago in the winter?
I got offered a date. I didn't want to go.
Try to avoid it. I realized when I was first there in the winter, I realized I had only been to Chicago in the summer. I did Zanies in February. It's like 12, 13 years ago. And oh my God, it goes through your bones. Through your bones. There's ropes on the side of buildings so old people don't blow away.
Yeah.
They hold the rope. I did too. I was dating a girl who was 103 pounds. She got to roll it. But that's a good thing. You get to see the country, but you get over it. It's like,
Yeah, my dad was a truck driver, so I used to drive around and see everything already.
You drove around the whole country with your dad in a truck?
Yeah, in summer times he would take like me and my brothers, and we would go for a week with them.
Wow.
We thought it was apparently he hated it.
Wow. For a kid, that's unbelievably exciting.
Oh yeah, no, it was super fun.
For a father, I could see what
truck driver. Wow.
Yeah.
Were you close to him? Would you miss him when he was away for a long time? That'd be hard.
Yeah. Growing up, it was because when I first moved in with my father, I was like around 7. So around 7 to 10, that's what he did, truck driving and stuff like that. And sometimes he had local jobs, and sometimes like where he would have to travel and stuff like that. But
so you were from a broken family then, or like a?
Oh yeah. My parents were never actually married.
Right.
Yeah, they were never married. So I'm a bastard child.
Explains the porn.
Well, Catholic school too, I think probably helped with that.
When did you decide to go to? It sounds like your dad was a good guy, and like why'd you put him through that hell of porn?
Well, I didn't get into porn until I was 30, so it's not like I could really blame my parents.
Oh no, I'm not saying you blame them. They sound like great people.
No, my dad was great. He's a Vietnam vet. He had bipolar, PTSD, so he was all sorts of
Give him one more on that resume.
Yeah.
Great guy.
He's a great guy.
Vietnam vet, bipolar,
truck driver.
Daughter's a porn star.
2 Purple Hearts and a Silver Star.
And when you tell him you're in porn, how does he react to that?
When I told him, he was actually, both my parents were they were cool with it. They're just like, okay. He's like, you know that you're going to have to give your Uncle Bill like porn that you're not in. Right? Because my Uncle Bill, like he's the only one. That was
your first reaction?
Yeah, it was kind of that.
It's like telling people you're going to carpenter, you got to get sheetrock for Uncle Ed.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Porn that you're not in. And you're going to have to get Uncle Tony porn that you are in. It's a long story.
No, that's on my mom's side of the family.
Oh, God. Yeah, you get exposed to people's, perversions. It's like,
Yeah, and well, that's when I found out that my Uncle Bill loved porn. Unfortunately, he was really mad at me. I had to cancel a bunch of subscriptions to websites.
Well,
and
it's something you
stuff
don't share with a niece.
Yeah, that's not something that is done
I
at
kept it
family
from you for
get-togethers.
years, and now you're doing it, for Christ's sake. Maybe I should have told you. You know what sucks about porn now? The titles are so uncreative.
Oh.
They are, right?
They really are.
Like, it's just big fucking black tit 7.
And that is probably a title of a movie.
It is. There was a magazine once. This was so funny. It was a magazine, actually, when I used to go to the Village, right by the cellar, by Ben's Pizza in the mid-'80s. There was an Indian guy who had a magazine stand. And there was a magazine called Assholes and Pussies. That was the name of the magazine. And if you picked it up and read through it, that was a perfect name for it. It was just assholes and pussies, like close-ups of assholes.
Well,
And we would go. We thought it was like, we would make a joke and say we thought it was like the Jets yearbook. I killed with that one once, and I forgot. Then they'd say, "Art, we heard it before." Use the Knicks at least. But yeah, I mean, assholes and pussies. What if you're the editor of that and you're trying to recruit a girl? Like, hi, Bill Vardner, editor, assholes and pussies. Saw your daughter's asshole, fantastic. The pussy needs work. We're offering her a contract. We need her asshole for 2 weeks in Denver.
And then you shoot over.
Quick flight.
Shoot over to Denver with your asshole. Then your pussy can go to Kansas City. I mean, it's close-ups. You don't see faces. You know? What about, you ever do magazine stuff?
Yeah. Score.
Score, yeah.
I did a lot of stuff with Score. They were the first company that I ever worked for.
We used to get this Indian guy so mad. He had 100 magazines back there, all porn magazines. We'd make up the name of a magazine. So I'd go to him. Hey, you got Jew tits? And he'd go, what? Jew? It's a Jewish girl's tits. Man, it's like, and he had everything. I said, all right, I'll look for. Like 20 minutes. He goes, nah, I don't have. Nah, it's not here. No. Okay. You got guinea twats? What is it now? Guinea. No, what is here? What is here? Fuck it, give me some gum. We would get the guy so fucking mad. Do you have cum in my asshole? What is it? Cum in your asshole? Yeah. Let me look for it. No. Peculiar Pub right by the bitter end. Is it still there on Bleecker Street? I don't know. It had 200 different types of beer. So we would say to the waitress, this pissed off bitter waitress, we'd say, we'd make up the name of a beer. We'd go, you got Glockenspiel beer? And she'd go, no. We go, what do you have? Okay, microbrew, Seattle Slims, Would you ever consider moving to New York? Did you ever live in New York?
I moved to Brooklyn. I've
Yeah.
been here for a little over 2 years.
Oh, you live in New York City?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you lived in L.A.
No, I used to. Then I moved out here. I kind of miss it right now, weather-wise.
well,
obviously.
it's a lot of women. They like the warmth.
Where
Yeah.
in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Bushwick.
Well, it's all hip people.
Yeah, Bushwick. I live with Jackie Furback. She's another comic.
Jackie Furback?
Furback.
That sounds like a porn.
Oh my God, she's gonna love that.
That's Dan's nickname, Furback. He's a bear. Yeah, that could be well, I guess, I don't know. That's a weird porn name.
Little bit. Yeah.
Where's the fur?
On the back.
I don't get it.
It's on the back.
Furback magazine? You have Furback? No. Latin inches? We used to buy like a gay Latin magazine. We'd say we would guarantee 12-inch cocks, and we go back and we go, this is like 11 inches. We want our money back. I don't go that way. I don't know what you're talking about. We measure it. Can I get my money back? I mean, this is bad business. Latin inches. So you never heard of like anybody getting in like some sort of trouble with porn? Like it wasn't like a mafia type thing, was it?
No, at
How do you
least
know?
not that I've experienced or know. I mean, there is a hierarchy when it comes with businesses and stuff like that. But the way that porn is now, because it's so oversaturated with just people,
Right.
that like anyone with a phone basically is a porn star.
That's true.
It really. So like the
and young girls get into like 8 dicks at once. And, like they leap right into it.
and like 18, 19. Yeah, that's one thing. Like I couldn't do that. I'm like, it's too many cocks to focus on.
One for me is too many.
Depending on how big it is.
I love when a girl says, you're dating a girl, she goes, I don't like giving blowjobs. I'm weirded out. I don't like sucking dick. I hope you understand. I'm like, understand? I completely understand. I could do a seminar on why you shouldn't suck a dick. I can't believe some people do want to do that. But how many, do you ever do like double penetration, all that stuff?
No, I had a director try to get me to do double vaginal penetration.
Jerry Fuckheimer? The directors have those names.
Oh, God.
We don't need you to have the name.
Urbano. His name was Urbano.
Foreign.
Urbano?
Urbano. Yeah.
Wait, Urbano? Like ER and then the singer
like
Bono?
you, like urban.
You know?
Like you are. Yeah. It was. He was a special guy.
Yeah. What was his last name?
That was just. He was just
Just
Urbano.
I bet his name now is Prisoner 184. Oh, look, can you tell the guard to call me Urbano? It's just a thing.
I feel like Urbano would have an accent.
He did. Oh, he totally. I don't know what kind, but he totally did.
We'd like you to put 2 dicks.
That's how a really dumb guy answers the question, who's the lead singer of U2? Bono? That's how I got the name. See, I'm really dumb, and people always ask me, Bono? Was he a scary guy?
He kind of had like a mullet, kind of curly hair thing going on a little
Really?
bit.
I know a guy. I knew his cousin shot the porn in the country. He was rural.
Oh, you know him too?
Suburbano. Suburbano. He's not as hip.
Oh, yeah, it was weird because his 19-year-old son was there. Like he was leaving
the
after the shoot.
Urbano Jr.
At first, I thought it was. I thought I
Little
was
Urbano.
shooting
How's little Urbano doing?
Urbano Jr.
Oh, he's into drugs. Damn it. I thought that was big Urbano.
No,
So his 19-year-old kid would come to the set? And
No, because we shot in his apartment. Because a lot of times, like we shoot in houses or
Wait a minute,
apartments
wait.
and stuff. Oh God.
So the red flags don't come up when.
No, he's a legitimate producer.
No, but believe me. Listen, this would make me quit if someone said to me over the phone, "Okay, listen, you ready for the shoot? You're gonna have to have sex with 3 guys, and where are we gonna do that? Urbano's apartment. We're gonna fax you Urbano's address.
It's in Denver. It's in Denver. Go pick up 40 grand.
Shoot over to Denver. Why? So, but you're tough. And your father probably raised you tough. Like you weren't scared.
No, I know how to kill people.
You know who's a saint, by the way, is Lainey. Lainey's a saint. I feel like she's like your guy's guardian angel.
Oh, she definitely is.
Yeah. She's a good person, Lainey. She has a good heart. I always like seeing her, and she, I don't know. I'm being very serious.
Yeah.
You gotta need somebody you trust, right? I mean,
Yeah, that is kind of hard in the business because people are always kind of backstabbing each other, trying to like get ahead. And when people like right now,
It's like anything
especially
else,
during AVN Awards, like people go fucking insane.
I presented there a couple. They wanted me to host a
Insane.
couple of times.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it, but I presented once.
Yeah.
Me and Eric Everhard.
You
And he
can
gets
say that.
he gets a fat joke. I'm looking at the cards. I'm going because I didn't want to go to rehearsal. I'm like,
Yeah.
So can you get here early?
Oh, the rehearsals. Yeah.
No, I'm not. Can I? No. Well, Eric wants to have lunch with you. Well, guess what? Is Urbano around? No. So I missed rehearsal. Of course, then write a fat joke that he gets. He gets a laugh.
He gets a laugh.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like a dickhead. He looked like the comedian.
He's actually, he was the performer that basically grew back his foreskin by wearing like little like fish anchor weights. You know, when you go fishing for like the string
How
or
did he
whatever.
figure that out?
He did a lot of research
Wait a minute.
and basically
He
said
wanted his foreskin back because what? That's
because
make more money or something?
No, because it's more sensitive. Like with guys who still have their foreskin, like the tips of their cocks are more
But
sensitive.
did he get a what do you call it? A bris? What do you call it? What What do you call them when you get
Circumcision?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, he was circumcised as a child. He's like, they took this away from us. And so he grew it back.
Is that like he's like a philosophical guy?
Fishing weights.
Yeah. you know, like the things for...
You go to the hunting store.
Oh.
What are you fishing for?
I love when models or porn people get philosophical. They took this from us, don't you understand? I was in London. I was doing stand-up in London. There was this girl. They were with male models and girl models. And I was talking to the girl model. And I said to the guy, they were leaving. I said, where are you guys going? And I said, this male model looks at me and goes, we're going to the edge of the Thames to take ecstasy and contemplate existence.
That sounds like a model thing to say.
I said, great. Can I come? Hey, can I tag along with you guys?
Sounds so much better than we're just going to get fucked up.
Making drugs sound cool.
We're going to the edge of the Thames. Like, you can get to the edge of the Thames? What is this, like Jack the Ripper out there? What are you? I thought the Thames was pretty much built up. I liked London, though. You ever do stand-up out of the country?
No, not yet.
What about you? Ever do stand-up abroad?
Yeah, I was in Spain.
Edinburgh. You got to do the Edinburgh Festival.
Okay, you have to go for a month, though, right?
Yeah, but I had a month to go. It was a summer in between the sitcom I was doing, Norm Macdonald. I went with me and Dom Herrera, and you kill over there because I kill because I don't even tell a joke. I just talk and they think I'm Tony Soprano. Like, Mafia! And it's the London are great audiences. It's great. I did a pub crawl where we did stand up there. It's fun. You'd love it. Eric Everhard and Urbano were not there. Would you be scared if like Urbano just showed up in your life out of nowhere?
Just randomly?
Like if you were coming into in Bushwick and you're like, is that Urbano?
Yeah, actually, I probably would be a little freaked out. I'm not gonna lie.
Alia, listen, I hit hard times. Your old address, I went there. What was his accent like? Could you peg it?
Ryan had it down a little bit. Yeah, it wasn't.
Weird.
It wasn't.
Was that it?
It wasn't very thick. Yeah, but there was a little bit of it. I couldn't tell what nationality it was.
Was the only thing not very thick about the shoot?
Well, when they ask you to do
His accent.
Well,
The only thing not thick about me is my accent.
Well, it was a guy. It was a dildo. It was like a regular dude and a dildo. He's trying to fit both of them in there, and I'm like, that doesn't work. Like,
wait.
not,
Who was Urbano? Was doing what?
He was trying to. He was like, oh,
No,
here
it's
we should
very
stick
good.
this.
You just let me.
Yeah, just let me do this.
look
And I
it's
literally
fine.
slapped it out of his hand. I'm like, that's not going anywhere near me.
Well, he did it without permission.
Well, he was trying. Well, because what they do is
You do not tell Urbano what to do. Who is this woman? Who is this woman comes here? Tells Urbano what to do. Do you know who I am? I've stuck dildos in every woman in the world. All over the world. That Dos Equis commercial guy, that's based on me. The most interesting man in the world is Urbano.
What a lot of directors, especially with newer girls, they'll try to get more
Directors.
content.
Yeah, what?
They'll try to get more content out of a girl. That is more content.
Well, you not pay you.
Correct.
Bullshit.
And I'm like, sure, we could try it, but you are going to have to pay me for it. And he's like, oh, you're a smart one. Huh?
I love Urbano going to the head of the company trying to get a raise. Do you know how much money I've saved this company with my 2 dildo techniques? I got so much extra content out of these bitches.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I'm redoing my condo. Don't worry about where it is.
They say the double D could not be done.
It should be called the Urbano dick. More content. What are you supposed to do when you just out of nowhere another dildo shows up?
Yeah.
Where does he hide? Is he a magician? Where does he hide the dildo?
Kind of, yeah.
It's like a bird comes out and goes, oh, wait, that's the other thing.
He's like, here, and one,
That's my
like,
other
I
show.
don't know where it was, like if it was used before or anything, you know?
How dare you accuse Urbano of using a used dildo? I clean everything.
I don't know. That's like one of the rules is that you don't use any toy unless it comes out of the package, unless it's brand new.
Yeah, well, that's a good rule.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you know how much money this rule is costing us?
Urbano is very green. Recycle.
It's only been in my
Recycle
asshole.
the dildo.
You can eat that of Urbano's asshole. Try it.
Oh my God.
I put a tuna sandwich in there. How old was Urbano?
I want to say late 50s. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna throw up. A guy in his late 50s named Urbano tried to put 2 dildos in you, and you only agreed to 1 dildo.
one dick, a real dick.
1 dick, 1 dildo. Wait, I don't get it. It was his dick.
No, it was the performer's dick, and
He's
then
the director.
And then he was a director with a camera.
And then what happens? A dildo comes out of nowhere?
Well, not like
an
I
unauthorized
swear
dildo.
to God, he had it in his back pocket.
An extra a dildo.
I swear to God, because all
Like
of
in
a
wrestling
sudden,
when they have a foreign
like all
object?
of a sudden, he just pulled it. I'm like, where the fuck did that thing come from?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
He's got a knife. No, that's a dildo. Cut. Then Urbano pretends he had nothing to do with it. What is this? You're fired. How dare you? How dare you try to get extra content out of her? Take that dildo. Where did that dildo come from? How did you get past security with a dildo? Did that come out of the package? So the guy, the dick guy, is he must be, do you think he knows about the dildo? Did they warn him? I mean.
Oh, no. He was just like, okay. He didn't know that he was doing that either. But no, it stopped. Like I had the scene.
How do those guys hold out? Like, do you ever get sore? I mean, how long do you get an average scene? How long do you get
It's about 5-6 hours, depending on what time.
One fuck? One guy hard on for 6 hours? Mm-hmm. He's supposed to report that. You see the commercial? Bullshit. Stop being a pussy. Okay, okay. He threatens us. Don't worry about him. He threatens us with all the time.
That's why, like, if you ever seen the behind the scenes stuff, like guys are just sitting there, like, rubbing their dicks. They're keeping it hard. Yeah.
But I mean, they got to be kind of gay, I think.
To be able to do that.
Well, yeah.
Well, there's like.
Unless all the girls look like El Chapo.
There's like certain male performers, like they will not do a double penetration scene or like double vag or anything like that, or even gangbangs because.
What do you mean double vag?
Double vag is what he tried to do. Okay, so double penetration is when a dick is in an ass and the pussy hole. So
right, no, I know,
like,
but so another girl's vagina.
Where it's like 2 dicks in one hole.
Oh
you get it?
God, so that's gay. That's gay. So
well,
you
have to be very comfortable in your sexuality.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is another way to say gay.
Well, yeah. As one of the straight male performers said, it's a little gay.
There's 2 types of guys in the world. There's guys who don't mind their dick touching another guy's dick, and there's heterosexual guys.
You really got to have a conversation with yourself. Like, nah, this ain't gay.
No. Come on. See the Bears game? You don't watch The Bachelorette, right? No. No, write down how it ended. No, but don't you think, I mean, like if you, I don't know, would you be weird? Would your father, the truck driver, would not be okay with that, right? If his dick touched another guy's dick?
Absolutely not.
Of course.
No,
he's a man.
No. We just, actually, my roommate and I, we just did a podcast because we read an article where it was based on like straight heterosexual men who've
That was in Assholes and Pussies. I read that. They do get great writers.
Who've had sexual experiences with other men, but don't consider themselves gay. They're
prisoners.
It's a sexual.
That's what. Come on, what is it? What are they?
It was a study.
So
it's
why do
actually
they
in a
have
medical
sex?
journal.
What are they just boredom? What do they do?
Well, it's kind of like how girls like it's more acceptable for females to like kiss each other.
Women are
and
much
stuff
more
like
sensuous. They just are.
And well, that's the thing. It's like, well, how come women could do it but not guys? Like, why aren't women considered lesbians? But if guys do it, automatically they're gay. So that was where like the article and stuff was going with it.
Because that's just how it is. I can't explain it to you. What the fuck do I know?
Because all right, so as a woman, would you ever marry or date a guy who had been with another man?
Yeah.
You don't. Oh, yeah.
Really? You don't?
Yeah,
Well, you're very open. I mean,
Yeah.
You're getting dicks all over the place.
All over.
What about a guy with your relationships with you? Has it affected you dating someone? Like, that they have a problem with it?
No, I've been with the same man for 4 years.
Oh, okay. And he's, he knows your whole past and everything. Was he in the industry?
No.
Is he a comic?
No.
What does he do?
He owns stuff like businesses and.
Fine. I know where this conversation is. I'm from North Jersey.
I don't. What's good?
I'm from North Jersey.
No, he's just. I don't say who he is. Because he's like going through separation
I don't want to know
or
who
whatever.
Don't want to know who he is.
Is it Urbano?
It's his brother.
Rollo.
What was Urbano Jr. like?
Oh, he sounds like a great kid.
He was, it was because I had to
What was
sit there.
Mrs. Urbano like?
She was not around. She was
course
not
not.
around.
Well.
He was just, because it was LA, he was just like a typical 19-year-old LA kid. I don't know, but he was just like, oh, so you're shooting today? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, who you working with? And I'm like, I don't remember.
How'd your mother die? By seeing something she shouldn't have? By seeing one of the shipments? She walked in on a class where Urbano was teaching the double penetrate, the secret fake, the secret dildo technique. Surprise dildo.
Yeah, you can't really surprise anyone with
But
that.
were you surprised? Like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm
what
like,
color was the dildo?
it was flesh colored. It was peach.
Well, peach. Okay, good.
It was peach.
Okay. The black one, that's startling.
Depending on how big it is.
What do they come in all? Do they come in like Hispanic dildos and everything?
They come in all sizes, colors,
colors.
shapes.
This was purple.
There's
you said?
purple. There's
Oh.
green.
What is that? Like Prince put out a dildo?
I'm surprised he actually doesn't have his own line. With like sparkles and shit.
Well,
on it.
when he handcuffs a chick in the basement, I think he pulls that out.
I thought that was Rick James.
No,
did
but
it.
didn't Prince keep someone in the basement too? I'm not
I
gonna
don't
say.
know.
wanna
I
say.
remember Rick James.
Rick James, yeah.
I don't remember.
Do you want to read a great book, a great show business book, Rick James's biography? There are stories in there that will knock you on your ass. It's so fucking funny. I mean, the guy was just a guy you want to hang out with for a little while at least.
I lived for a little while.
Oh my God.
Like him and Urbano. and
Yeah,
Artie.
he was supposed to be. He was from Buffalo, and he was a really talented jazz musician. And before he had that look that everybody knows, and Stephen Stills. Crosby, Stills, and Nash go through Buffalo, and they get him to be a backup guitarist in their band because they needed a guy. And Stills was really impressed by him. And Stephen Stills, he was on Stern once. He's an amazing guitarist. All those guitar riffs in those Crosby, Stills, and Nash songs are real intricate things, and it's all Stephen Stills. And he's an underrated guitarist. But he was impressed by Rick James. That's how good he was. So he takes him to California, and Rick James is living with him. And Rick James is sleeping on the couch one night, and he wakes up to a guy in front of him cutting his wrist. A guy would cut his wrist, and the blood was going down his arm. And he runs in and wakes Stephen Stills up and goes, "There's a guy," and he goes, "Oh, he's doing it again." And it was Jim Morrison. That's how he met Jim Morrison.
Oh my God.
Jim Morrison cut himself, and the blood was going down. So he was supposed to go the night Charles Manson had all those people killed.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to go to that party.
Rick James.
Yeah, he was friends with the guy Jay Sebring, who was the hairstylist who did Sharon Tate's hair, and that's why he was there. And Rick James knew him because he did his hair, and he goes, he was like a cool guy. He's like, you come to this party, it's gonna be a cool hang in the Hollywood Hills, and he didn't go because he was hungover.
One time I hung over.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was in his
someone?
20s. What did he do the night before? You got to shoot a rocket up your ass? How's Rick James hungover? I'm hungover. I've been up for 14 days on coke. The 15th I got to get a nap. Yeah, he was supposed to be at that party. And think about that. If Rick James was at that party, it was 3 chicks. It was Tex Watson was the only guy, right? And he was like a football player, like he was like a guy who played football in high school, right? Okay, so it was 3. It was Squeaky Fromm, Penny, skinny women. Rick James might have. It was a gay hairdresser and Sharon Tate and the gardener. Maybe it would have been, the history might have been rewritten. Maybe Rick James stops the murder, or we don't get Super Freak.
Ooh. I used to love dancing to that.
Yeah,
song.
I know, and we don't get MC Hammer's song either. Think about it. If he gets killed in there, think what Charles Manson might have taken from us. I think Rick James stops the murder because Tex Watson was on acid. He said he didn't remember writing "pig" in Sharon Tate's blood on the wall. Well, if you forget that, there was something you really had a few too many. He claimed that he cut the baby out of Sharon Tate with her blood, and she was 8.5 months pregnant.
Yeah.
With her blood, wrote "pig" on the wall. He claimed he forgot that.
It's a busy day.
You forget having a cheeseburger at the diner. He was on acid, yeah. But yeah, Manson got convicted. He didn't go and he didn't do one murder. He just told them to go, and he got life.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, he's the only serial killer that's actually never killed
Right.
anybody.
Never touched anybody. There's a great Geraldo interviewed him in like the late '80s, and And he had a cellmate for a while at San Quentin. It was this big black guy who was in for like armed robbery or something.
They stuck him
The guy didn't even know who he was, like this big black. So Geraldo was like wants to interview his cellmate, and he goes, "A lot of people are afraid of Manson." And the kid comes back and goes, "Why?" He goes, "Well, he's a loner." And he goes, "I'm not afraid of loners." He goes, "Why?" He goes, "Because they're alone." And you see Geraldo a light went off, and he goes, I never thought of that." Yeah, I mean, what are you, an asshole? He goes, "What happens when he sometimes he did the swastika and he threatens to kill people, and the guy said, I just punch him in the face."
Like Charles Manson is his bitch.
I mean, the guy, Charles Manson's like this big.
Yeah.
He goes, "Are you afraid of him?" He's like, "Why? What are you talking about?" "You mean the guy in my cell?" "No." "I'll show you I'm afraid of that guy."
He hung out with the Beatles too, right, Manson?
Well, no, not the Beatles. Helter Skelter, the Beatles song, inspired him. That he thought that song was speaking directly to him about the race war was coming between blacks and whites, and that's why he started killing people. He wanted to blame it on black people. He wanted to kill Sharon Tate and Roman Polanski and blame it on black people. He thought that would start a race war. And Helter Skelter, he claimed the words told him to do that. Right, Dan? Right? Yes. Yeah. No,
he hung out with the Beach
Dennis
Boys.
Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Dennis Wilson, Brian Wilson's brother, who was a major player in the Beach Boys, saw him, found him one day on the side of the road playing guitar, and this is the real reason why he went to that house. What was the name of the producer, the music producer? Melcher, yeah, Terry Melcher. Dennis Wilson thought Charles Manson was talented, so Charles Manson writes a song. And Dennis Wilson gives him like, "Hey, you should change it to this." And so with his guitar, writes a song, and you can find the song somewhere maybe. But he takes it to this Terry Melcher guy, and Melcher turns him down. And Manson was really mad. When that came out in the trial, it was a major deal because that's why Melcher lived at that house where Sharon Tate was. So since that happened, unbeknownst to Manson, because he was living in a 62 Dodge out by the ranch, Melcher left that house, and Sharon Tate and Roman Polanski move in. Wow. And he sent them there thinking they were going to kill Melcher. It was just he was pissed off he didn't get a fucking record deal. That's why
just
he
a
killed
spoiled little brat, basically.
Yeah, and so Bugliese, the district attorney, had to prove that. That it was like a revenge thing. And he did. But Dennis Wilson had since died. But again, you don't know what's true or not, but I don't know why he would lie. Dennis Hopper told an amazing story where Charles Manson would hang out with the Beach Boys. They would smoke weed and everything, and whatever else was going on, drop ass. And they went out to make a beer run, and he sent Dennis Wilson sent Dennis Hopper to go get beer. And he said, my buddy will go with you. So he sends Manson with Dennis Hopper, just Hopper and Manson. Dennis Hopper claims in the story that on the way back, Manson sees a black guy on the corner who he knows. He goes, "That guy owes me money." Like some sort of drug deal, like in the middle of the desert, where like all these like weirdo families would hang out. And he claims Manson killed the guy, stabbed him, and got back in the car. And then he went to Dennis Hopper. Supposedly got back to the party. And went, "Dennis Wilson, can I talk?" He goes, "What?" He goes, "Your roommate just killed a guy." Well, that's a red flag.
Oh, what, did he not pay for the beer? What's the problem?
Well, Dennis Wilson supposedly didn't believe him because Dennis Hopper was a nut, which he was. What the fuck was going on? That's when you should have lived in L.A., man. Dennis Hopper's running around killing people. He goes, "I know that guy." He goes, "I watched him step." Because he might not be dead. He threw sand over him. So he casually got back in the car, and he goes, "Hey, just go." So he was a lunatic, but do you have any sympathy? Let me ask you this, but you have any sympathy for a guy like that if his mother was a prostitute and used to have sex with Johns in front of him when he was like 9 and 10, which is Manson's story? Do you have any sympathy for a guy like that? Should he put it this way? Should that guy go to prison or a mental institution?
Both.
Well, they sent him to the hardest court prison there is.
I mean, stuff like that. It can mess up certain people. Like
that's really fucked up.
It's super fucked up. But I've known similar stories. It depends on the actual person, like how resilient they are as children. Yeah. Like if we're speaking like psychologically.
Well, that's the thing. He was able to have this control over people. Maybe he could have been in the real world. I don't know, but.
I mean, you do feel sympathy, and empathy for them to a certain extent, but at the same time, like, people are in control of their own decisions, and people know right from wrong.
Right.
And so, like, if you're going to make the wrong choice, then
You gotta, gotta learn not to. It's fucked up, but you can't cut a baby out of a woman.
yeah.
Or tell a guy to do it. But how fucked up is he got people to do that? Like they were young, good-looking kids,
The women, weren't they like trying to get out of prison, saying that like they were part of a cult, that they were brainwashed and like for a long time? Right?
They were. I mean, they would go to
were.
you could tell they weren't faking it, but but they all got time. And the one still tries to get out every year, and with the parole board, and the families come back, and she can't get out. She's crying, and she's clearly a different person. She's changed, but
because they were just kids. They were
so
kids, young,
and they were definitely he was a charismatic guy, and plus they're dropping acid.
So much acid,
right? So it's like what's going to happen there? But Squeaky Fromm, the one chick who was his follower, 6 years later shoots President Ford.
Yeah,
people forgot that part of the story. Didn't kill him, but
because she was mad because she
got out.
Yeah, she got out, but then she got because she wanted to be back in with them.
She shoots the president. Talk about Secret Service. That's a bad day for them. A chick named Squeaky.
An ex-con named Squeaky.
She weighed about 80 pounds, too. So, what's your name, Squeaky? Do you know anybody? No, I just walked up and shot him. Poor guys. So that's my point in porn. I always thought maybe there'd be like Charles Manson types around. But no. In the old days.
Not that I know of. Maybe now, who knows the way that it is.
What exactly is a porn star as opposed to a porn performer?
Well, one's like Jason Alexander, one's Seinfeld, right?
Kind of, yeah, basically. I think now it depends really on how many movies someone does. If they've been nominated for something.
I knew.
Were you ever nominated? Yeah.
I never really did porn, and it bothered me because she'd be like, "Oh, I'm a porn star." I'm like, "Yeah, easy.
You date
You're
her?
not
Easy.
a star." No, I never dated her.
Yeah.
But I was like, "You're not a star. You're a performer."
A
Well,
performer,
they
yeah.
They
Well,
all
now
want to be mainstream.
Yeah.
Like the Coke dealer I had, the famous story in the 90s, the guy that, was the Babe the Pig story, was a Rastafarian guy, and he knew all porn people. And we'd go to Woodland Hills to these parties sometimes. They were amazing parties. I mean, unbelievable parties. But I was on the show Mad TV at the time, a sketch show, and these porn people would find it out, and they'd want to can I meet your agent and get on the show and do it like I go, you want to be in a sketch? I go, what can you do? He goes, well, I have a reel tape, and I'm like, I gotta see the reel tape.
Is it just edited like beginning of porns? Like, I have your pizza.
some of that stuff is actually really funny. The before stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
One of the best roast jokes ever, Greg Giraldo. I don't know if he wrote it or that guy used to write him jokes. Ralphie May, the big fat comic.
Yeah.
Ralphie's the only guy who comes when the pizza gets there on the porch. Yeah. I think Giraldo might have been the best roast. He became Ross is amazing, but he was good. That guy, man. That specifically at that.
I'm not good at the roasting. I did a roast show at the Stand.
The roast battle?
Yeah, my roommate and I. And because we're like...
Those are hard, those clubs.
Oh, and because we're like really good friends. Like we live together. I'm like, oh my God, we're going to break up.
Well, sometimes it's easier when you know the person. People say maybe...
No, I need to not like the person,
Right.
I think, to be able to like really set it home. Like
the
I
first one.
couldn't do
The
it.
first one I did was the Hugh Hefner one on Comedy Central for the Friars Club in a black tie, and the only 5 minutes Hugh Hefner knows I existed on the planet Earth, I was roasting him on television. That's the only 5 minutes, and it was odd, but you just let it go, The first joke, it's kind of a compliment. The first joke I said, "Half I smell pussy, did you burp?" He laughed for and I got a shot of him laughing at that. That's when Gilbert told the aristocrats joke. That was a
Right after, that's because he did the 9/11 joke.
3 weeks
that
after
didn't go
9/11,
over.
yeah.
It was.
That was a crazy night.
What was the 9/11 joke he did?
I did, I booked a flight today, and the first stop was the Empire State Building. Hefner had those 7 girlfriends, those 7 idiot platinum blondes. Everyone's going, ooh, like putting their head down at that. The only one laughing is one of those girls going, ha 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 ha. And meanwhile, she had later, she goes, I didn't even know about 9/11. She goes, it's a funny joke, like a plane would stop at the Empire State Building.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God.
Heifer's like, honey, stop it.
Did you see Monday the Playboy Mansion's for sale, but you have to.
Hefner stays in the
He
mansion.
stays.
It's the craziest story ever.
It's like, so you get to buy it with
But
the roommate.
he stays in a room.
His room.
So the broads are leaving.
Yeah.
You're staying.
Yeah, that's a good. Wait, it's just you and Don Adams? It's me and James Caan. He's in a purple fur coat. Some of the 70s Playboy magazines, you go in the back at the pictures of the parties. It's James Caan in a purple fur coat and like a fedora next to Wilt Chamberlain, who's got like nothing on. Supposedly James Caan has the record 18 months in a row. He fucked 18 playmates consistently. He fucked like August of 74 to like June of 75. 18 months. What a record to have. Keep your Oscar. His wife would throw him out of the house and he'd go to the Playboy Mansion. That was before fucking A. Oh, God. I did stand up there once.
At the mansion?
Yeah. I had a very different experience than James Caan had.
It was in the book, right?
Yeah, it's in the book, yeah.
It's a good story.
It's a good story. I got a blowjob there because I wanted to. These whores came. They got a bunch of busloads of whores, school buses.
They do. They totally.
Well, this was for us, I guess. It wasn't James Caan, Two comics. I did stand up. Me and Sarah Silverman. Sarah went first. She killed. I go up there. No one's listening to me. The owner of the Lakers, Jerry Buss, is in the front row, and all these hot chicks are serving them drinks. No one's listening. And I got 10 grand, but I had to do 20 minutes. So 4 minutes in, I realized nobody's listening. I sang 3 Elvis songs. No one even cared. I sang American Trilogy. I was, I wish I was in the land of cotton. I look up, nobody's listening. And when I got 20 minutes, I got halfway through My Way. My pants ripped on stage. My assistant was by the monkey cage, smoking weed with Sarah. I wanted to kill him. I needed pants. I wanted him to go to Target and get me pants. So out of nowhere, 3 busloads of whores get there. Like they're these Compton whores. Hardcore, crackhead Compton.
Oh.
They all have tattoos of their dead brothers on their neck.
You didn't get the A-list whores.
No. But there was one white chick who was kind of cute.
Jeez.
Who we'll call the belle of the ball. So I said to her, how much for a blowjob? I said, it was the grotto. The grotto. I said, I got to have sex in the grotto. But I don't want to get naked because I don't like... The more clothes I have on, the better I do in social situations. And she goes, $1,000. I go, you got to be kidding me. I go, you're like the mechanic who overcharges for the transmission. She goes, well, no, I'm not doing a lot of business. I'm like, all right, Jesus Christ.
I'm not doing a lot of business.
I had like 700 on me because I was going to play poker. And I borrowed 300 from my buddy Jimmy. He goes, what do you need it for? I'm like, I'll tell you later. So I go in the grotto and she blew me in the grotto. Very different than James Caan. Are you impressed by that story as a guy? Would you say I'm a winner in life?
I think that you spend a little bit too much for the blowjob.
Yeah, but that's that's crazy.
I was in you go to Vegas, you see some of these girls.
Yeah. That's the best of
The golden pussy syndrome is what we
big
call
weekend
it.
in Vegas, you could get it for a young Carmen Electra for no money because there's so many there. The market's saturated.
I was there for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It was a little rougher.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there were some rough looking chicks that were asking for $1,500, and I was like, "Wow, you have a lot of self confidence.
I know.
You feel so good about yourself to put that price." But they dropped $1,500. No, okay, $250. You're like,
Exactly.
what is that?
Exactly.
You can't blame a girl for trying.
Right for $50.
But I got $1,000 for look. I could go outside the Holland Tunnel for $1,000. I got 80 blowjobs and a pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza with 2 toppings.
Good pizza.
With a sausage and maybe not sausage. That is astonishing. And I'm sitting there haggling with her. I'm like, okay, let's just calm down. I just bombed on stage. The guy reluctantly gave me the 10 grand. I'm like, well, dude, I'm like, well, what do you want me to tell you?
I gave you a hard time about that?
Yeah. He knew, though. You know, I could go bitch on the Stern Show. I got away with a lot of shit there. And stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe you could rip me off for the money. Or I could, not say it on the biggest radio show ever with your address.
Was it because they rent out the Playboy Mansion? So
this was a rented party, and they hired me to do. And I had taken 18 Percocet because I was a drug addict. And I threw them up. I threw them up in the Porta-John. And I was trying to find whole Percocet in the throw-up to take because I was going through withdrawals. And I didn't want to get a blowjob with withdrawals. Do you think I'm a winner in this story?
You got the blowjob though, right?
You got the blowjob, right? Did you come from it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well then you won.
Well, what do I look like, a gay guy?
Sometimes.
What do I look like, Eric Everhard? There was no other dick in her mouth. I insisted on that.
That's a good policy.
You mind if I double up?
Save some time.
For 1,000, I got to be the only dick in your mouth. All right. She was cute. She looked like Marissa Tomei.
3 busloads of whores that they didn't even pay for.
Yeah,
they
no.
just brought them in.
No.
Well, that's what they do. I mean, for all of the parties there, they will literally bus in like models and girls, and they all come in on these specific buses. And
Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been to the Playboy.
Artie, it sounds like they took the Greyhound bus.
Basically.
No, they were on school buses, like the short retarded buses. That's how they came in. Are we getting retarded whores?
Just watch them coming off of us. You're like, no.
A
no,
retarded
geez.
whore is good though because you could, if you don't pay her, you go like, "You're gonna pay me? I already paid you." But yeah, you don't know what they're gonna do though. They're very unpredictable.
Whores?
No, but retarded whores. Retarded people. I gotta know where you. Yeah. My friend had sex with a retarded girl once, and to get rid of her, he put her on a bus. And he didn't know where the bus was going. A comic whose name you know.
Oh, really?
He got very excited.
I said, did you just tell that story out loud? I go, other people know that story. He had a great story, too. In the 70s, they used to have a shirt, "I'm with Stupid," like with your friend, that arrow pointing. He sat on a bus once with that shirt on. And he was getting all nasty looks, and he realized he was sitting next to a retarded person. A mongoloid, a kid with Down syndrome. He had a shirt, "I'm with Stupid." I laughed for 2 weeks. I go, "Where's the kid's mother?" That's the stupid one. He should have sat next to her. I'm with Stupid. Fantastic. Is that, we've been talking for an hour?
Yes.
Yeah. Where are you performing? Like, you're in town, you're doing stand-up?
I have a show tomorrow, actually.
Oh, you want to plug it?
Sure. It's the Hardcore Comedy Show.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Where is that?
What is that?
Yeah, I've heard of that before.
Thank you. Well, I promoted my other one on this
Oh,
show.
yeah, okay, yeah. Is that where I heard it?
I think so. I think so. Or the flyer that's sitting right in front of you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that subliminal? Is he on this too? Okay.
Yeah. No, that guy's totally on my show.
The picture of Sean Penn and El Chapo. Sean Penn might have got El Chapo arrested, by the way. Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Well, that's the show for Vegas. I have one tomorrow at Headquarters Gentlemen's Club.
These are all comedians? All these guys have big cocks?
Well, Ron Jeremy definitely does.
Does he do stand-up still?
Yeah,
You ever see his act?
No, but I've seen him hanging out at comedy clubs to like, and I know what he's doing. Like,
Yeah,
he'll
well,
show
he
up 'cause
used-
there's an audience, and he
Yeah.
wants to be there when the audience gets
Yeah,
out, so he
yeah.
can get attention.
Yeah,
Right.
no, he actually used to do stand-up before he got into
I saw-
porn.
yeah,
But
I saw
he
the-
still travels around and does comedy all the time. Like, he does a lot of, like, hosting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's actually
Wait,
really
he did
funny.
stand-up before porn?
Uh-huh.
Imagine him doing that act and trying to get advice from his manager. The manager's like, "Listen, I saw your act. Do you have a huge cock by any chance?"
How do you feel about your dick touching another guy's dick?
I don't think Ron ever has done any of those types of scenes, like
No, he's Ron Jeremy.
double penetration or anything like that. The one tomorrow is at Headquarters Gentlemen's Club.
And he's doing stand-up tomorrow.
He's doing the one in Vegas, which is on the 21st at a place called Oddfellows.
He doesn't do dick jokes. He does big dick jokes.
Super big deal.
I do big dick jokes. I'm going to give him that one.
I'll tell him.
Where's
I'll tell him.
headquarters?
See if he
The
takes-
headquarters is at West 38th Street.
Oh.
552.
It's right next to assholes and pussies. Between
Between Latin inches.
A&P.
Never been to headquarters.
Yeah?
You should
Wow.
go.
You got 180 grand? I got
It
spoiled.
doesn't cost that much.
I got spoiled going to strip clubs with Howard. Man, we wouldn't pay you. First time I went there without Howard in a strip club, I was on the road. And I said, let's go to a strip club. $19 for a Coors Light. Oof. My God.
Well, I think actually the celebrities in New York City, yourself, Howard, it kind of fucked up strip clubs for normal people because you can't. You walk into a strip club, the strippers aren't looking for your $20. They're looking for fucking you and Howard to walk in.
Well,
Right,
and the owner would give us
$100.
the free funny money too. And I would just go. I would say, take another 20. I don't give a shit. Your kid needs a carriage here. My husband needs braces. All right, here, take another $80. Come on over here, honey. I want to give back to the husband's braces fund. Arturo Gotti, the boxer. You know Arturo Gotti?
I do.
Okay, he's dead now, but very mysterious death. But I was at Scores in one of those back rooms getting a blowjob from a 23-year-old girl from Tampa. She had 4 kids. And like a secret nook and cranny they had in Scores. And Arturo Gotti walks in and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I said, "That's Arturo Gotti." Well, she's like, "Who's that?" I go, "Shut up."
What is it more horse there?
I said, "Yeah." Hurrah! No, but she was deaf. Oh yeah, might have a big cock. No, she was deaf. No, so okay, this is the most impressive thing ever. 4 years later, I'm in another strip club here in Hoboken, Squeeze. Arturo Gotti walks up to me. He walks up to me and goes, "Yo, dude, sorry about that time."
You remember?
I go, "What?" He goes, "Remember I walked?" I go, "That's not cool." I go, and then he was a big stern fan. He knew who I was. I'm like, "You remembered that?" I go, "That's fantastic." I tried to hug him and he called me a fag. You know how he died? Supposedly he was in Brazil or something on vacation. His girlfriend strangled him.
I think they wrote it up as they said he committed suicide with her purse.
Really?
That's what it was written up as, but
Like she choked him out with her purse and.
That sounds like a Brazilian police report.
Yeah.
This seems accurate.
Captain Urbano is going to take your statement. We're going to use the purse one. We used that last week. Shut up. You're talking to the man who invented the secret dildo. All right, we'll take a break. An hour. It's like I still have to get a fucking sore throat. I was just. We're back, by the way. What do they hear? What do they hear when we're out?
Music.
What for? How long?
10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What kind of music?
It's just generic music that we
I guess I hope it's not 10 seconds of Bowie.
No.
We're only allowed 7 seconds. That's a rule. You can only have 7 seconds of a hit song.
Yeah, of anything that's copywritten.
Yeah, you've heard that too? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. We're trying to hope because we played 40 Bowie songs to 6 seconds of them.
Hey,
what
that's
if it's
totally
5
illegal.
seconds? $280,000 for the podcast. But we're talking about stand-up, and Ryan does every type of gig. He's very, very impressive. I used to try to do that myself, but you take the cake, man. He does small Egyptian birthday parties.
Oh, nice.
In Brooklyn. Well, that's a good thing. You get your chops up. But he was telling he does a lot of colleges. And have you ever done a college, stand up at a college?
No, not yet. I don't know with the type of material that I have if I would be appropriate for a college. Don't
Right.
they have like
Are you really dirty?
schools?
Are you super dirty?
Yeah, I can be.
Right. Do you tell the dildo story?
No, but I'm going to.
By the way, I don't know
No.
if you saw the news, but El Chapo. I saw a thing about El Chapo, and does he look familiar to you? Because they said he changed his name for legal reasons from Urbano. He used to be in porn.
Oh, see, it's the haircut. I see.
I
it
picture
now.
Urbano looking exactly like that.
Just with like a gray kind of mullet, curly mullet thing. Yeah.
He's got to have. You're a powerful guy if no one who works for you will tell you that shirt's disgusting.
Oh no.
No.
That's
Is that
great.
a
That's
snake
a great
print?
shirt.
El
You look
Chapo, you won best shirt again.
Oh yeah. It's like snake print.
I mean
that's
that's like like he's got to have a bad shirt making factory. Like that looks bad on purpose. And that hair, who paints the hair on him?
I mean the mustache.
I know. Well, he gives mustache rides, so he needs that.
Who doesn't like those?
And Sean Penn, like, what is with him? Yeah, again, a talented guy, I guess. I don't know. Spicoli was fun, right? What the fuck else has he been in? Charlize Theron, that's what he's been in.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Going with Madonna, marrying Madonna at that age, that blew him up with fame. That's a good move, man. Like that Ashton Kutcher move with Demi Moore. That got him on 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
He's famous for marrying.
Just famous for marrying.
That's what I mean, yeah. I mean, keep in mind, Ashton Kutcher, come on.
Where's my car, dude? Right?
If life was fair, Ashton Kutcher would be the single most annoying waiter in the history of planet Hollywood. I call myself the difference between potato skins costing you extra. Could you tell I want to change our waiter. He's got a big audition. I don't care. He's really annoying. Oh, you imagine that guy with that kid before he made it, like all the hope he had. High five you all the time. We're gonna make it. Oh God! And then he makes it.
What was the other show?
You're still at the fucking diner.
Punked. He did Punked, right?
He
on
created
MTV.
that.
And he was
Alan Fun created that, but
yeah.
Alan Fun is like, well, it's the exact show. No, it's different. How? Well, we have hidden cameras, and we get people like do crazy stuff, embarrassing, and then I come out and tell them it's a hidden camera. That's our show. You just described the camera. Oh yeah, but mine's punked.
So it's completely different.
That's the difference. His nickname is The Difference. He calls himself The Difference, Ashton Kutcher. He gave himself that nickname.
That's a real thing?
He gave himself that nickname.
Oh, that's special.
Do you have the clip, Dan?
I don't.
Of course not. Why would you have the clip? It's 2016. I just asked Dan to play a 2-second soundbite on his computer. We don't have that technology. You can't Google it or something? Forget it. That's fine. Why don't you have every clip? Am I wrong? Am I the asshole here?
No.
I guess so. I mean, it's 2016. You could you hit a button. You're talking to Japan on that thing. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he was in a documentary about the football player Walter Payton who calls himself Sweetness.
Mm-hmm. That I knew.
Right. Oh, you did know that?
Yeah.
And you didn't know the difference?
No.
That makes you great.
Thank you.
The other way around makes you an asshole. Well, you knew the difference. You know the sweet. Oh, Christ. That's L.A. to me. L.A. May of 1996. I'm in Los Angeles. The end of the first season of Mad TV. I had to stay to do this photo shoot for TV Guide. Yeah, I'm not lying. They didn't use any of my shots. I was there for 18 hours. And I go to a dinner in Los Angeles. Earlier in the night, I saw Dwight Gooden had a no-hitter going for the Yankees. And it was in Yankee Stadium. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I was in this photo shoot. I'm in the bubble there. And I'm like, did Dwight Gooden throw a fucking no-hitter? I go to this dinner, men and women, like 10 couples. I sit down. And all the friends of this girl I was seeing. And I said, do any of you guys know if Dwight Gooden threw a no-hitter? And even the guys, they looked like they didn't know what a no-hitter was, what baseball was, who Dwight Gooden was. No one knew. I go, I don't know. No one knows that? No. So I'm watching the TV before, Google and shit. And they didn't know if Dwight Gooden threw a no-hitter. By the end of the night, I figured out every single person at that table knew that the sitcom Ned and Stacey had been picked up for a full season. The guys didn't know if Dwight Gooden threw a no-hitter. They all knew Ned and Stacey, full 22. And they yell it out. If they hear somebody say something that sounds like Ned and Stacey, full 22! They know every, actor's, where is that guy? He's doing Phantom in Boston. Did you just say that out loud? Dwight Gooden! It's a pitcher. What about the guys in show business? Do you think they're, are they a little flimsy for you? I mean, do you like real men like your father?
Yeah, I can't date dudes that are more feminine than me.
Well, that's what guys are nowadays. The whole generation.
The skinny jeans. They actually, because I'm tall, so, I like guys that are taller than me. It's hard for me to date guys that are shorter than me. The same height is fine, but shorter,
how tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
All right. Well, it is that. Guys are mostly... Yeah, I'm about 5. Well, if you ask me, I'm 5'11" and a half. That's not hard, though. You're so 6 feet. It's not hard to find, really.
Sometimes, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of shorter guys tend to like me, though. I don't know. They see me as a challenge. They could climb up me like a jungle gym or something.
I see you as a challenge.
I'm just like, you're adorable.
How short?
I've dated guys that
so you
like
date the
5.
short guys?
I have, yeah, and that's how I found out that I don't like shorter guys. Like ones that like 5'6", 5'7", so not that
Wow,
much
well, yeah,
short.
but that is 5'6". That's a short guy.
But yeah, he was a lot shorter. I mean, he was super cute, and we had a lot of fun, and I did a lot of drugs back then. So I was like, oh, you'll do.
So what? So the guy when you did a drug got taller.
Be like, you look so tall. Actually, when
Hey, honey, I'm about to get taller.
He's a lot taller when he's standing on a pile of cocaine.
they're all taller. When
You're
they're
gonna
on
get
cocaine.
higher, and I'm gonna get taller. Take this orange one. Just take it. Yeah. Well, so you would never marry a short guy.
No.
What if you just kept doing drugs?
Then maybe, I don't know.
Without drugs, you couldn't date a short guy.
Well,
What kind of drugs?
no. Oh, back then, everything. There wasn't anything that I didn't try or do.
Yeah. Did the guy know that? That's a self-esteem hit there for the guy. Did he know the drugs?
Well,
were...
yeah, he was doing drugs too. I mean, this is I was
Was
like,
El Chapo?
he is short, right? He does actually look pretty short, and Sean Penn's kind of shorter too, right?
That's the most feared guy in Mexico.
well, is
Sean
it-
Penn, I mean.
Yeah, now, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ron, it's Sean Penn.
Yo, that fuck Sean Penn got me arrested. Yeah, man. Him in that beach. Why do I trust Sean Penn?
Fucking speak boldly.
I don't care about Sean Penn. I tweeted out. I don't know why I tweeted this. I felt silly. I tweeted out that after El Chapo asked him to sign his copy of Reality Bites, Sean realized he thought he was Ethan Hawke. You know Janine Garofalo? I'm trying to get everybody to sign it. Do you know why Ben Stiller doesn't direct more? That's a great movie. Reality Bites. It's only the voice of my generation. El Chapo! You think, yeah, I have a sensitive side. That movie spoke to me. Ethan Hawke, you know him? No? Okay, fine. He keeps asking Sean Penn if he knows guys. You know Neil Patrick Harris? No. You know Freddie Prinze Jr.? No. I'm Sean Penn, you know. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I thought you were Ethan Hawke. I wouldn't have agreed to this. He yells at the girl. You know it. You know it's Reality Bites. So why would you send this guy? I never heard of Mystic River. Who gives a shit?
Everyone's getting beheaded because of it.
I told you. He's the first one I would have gotten. If I escape again, Janine Garofalo. It's beneath Janine. She would never do something that mainstream. Done her $50,000. She'll be there. That was her whole rap. Misintelligence. I'll never do anything. Then the fucking money comes along for truth about cats and dogs. I guess I'll do it. She's a Mystery Men. I'm in the movie Mystery Men. It's a terrible movie. You ever hear of Mystery Men? You know what it is? There was like a... Came out in the guy did the,
I saw it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You want the money? I'm in the first 5 minutes. Ben Stiller and William H. Macy kill me, and Hank Azaria, and took a week to shoot. And the guy, talk about, this is what Hollywood does, $70 million budget. It was right after, There's Something About Mary. And I could tell Stiller hated the director. It wasn't working. I could tell he was so depressed. He had another 3 months on the fucking thing. And I'm like, he's probably getting 20 mil, just cashed the fucking check. But the guy who did the fucking Taco Bell Chihuahua commercials, they gave him the commercial. They thought those were funny. They gave him the $70 million one. Ben Stiller's like, oh, Jesus. I could do it. Reality Bites. Why don't you direct it? El Chapo. I'm not seeing it unless he directs it. I got in so much trouble because they loved Janine, and they thought she was like real smart. And, the guy said I saw the clip of the scene, and it's all these different cuts, and he you know, comedy to me, it gets ruined if, like, you watch those old Peter Sellers movies, like Blake Edwards just put the fucking camera on and just let Peter Sellers do his thing. You never cut to like a close up and shit. It ruins the joke kind of thing. And that's what was happening. He was doing it like a commercial, and I could tell maybe that's what Stiller hated. But this guy had all the power in the world, and this big time producer Lawrence Gordon, who did like The Sting and shit, he was there. And he was an asshole, but a Hollywood asshole, like a cool asshole. And he said, the producer in front of people said to me, "Do you think all these cuts ruin a comedy?" And I said, "There's two things that ruin a comedy." I go, "What?" He goes, "I go, a lot of cuts and Janine Garofalo." Looks like you're 0 for 2. What does that mean? No, God. I won't say who the comedian is because it'll get him in trouble. But Norm, Harvey Weinstein was at an after hours party. It's one of my favorite lines ever. Was at an after hours party for Saturday Night Live after party when Norm was doing Weekend Update, and there was this comedian that Harvey loved. Okay, we'll just say that, and was like pontificating at the table about how much of a genius the guy is. So he's asking all these people, well, you know, why do you think he's a genius? Like, they were citing bits of his, and Norm hates the guy. So he goes to Norm and goes, I think so-and-so is a genius. Norm, what do you think? And Norm goes, is he good at math or something? I'll write down the comedian so you laugh more.
Come on.
Really look at him. He's not a funny person.
Very smart.
Yeah,
Very
smart.
Very smart.
No, he's a nice guy. I don't find him funny.
Why do you think that is, that the people that are not room wreckers seem to get these opportunities?
Well, I don't know. I think it's about danger. It's about people like to feel comfortable with people. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm joking about that effeminate thing. That's why a lot of sort of androgynous guys are getting. No one's allowed to be a guy anymore. You know what I mean? The people are afraid. You might say, because the thing about Norm is. I loved him in Weekend Update because he was dangerous. Like, you didn't know what was going to happen. Some people are so calculated. You could tell they're talented. Like, they go to Upright Citizens Brigade and learn how to be a robot. And they're funny as hell, and I mean, talented as hell. Justin Timberlake is talented. That's not fucking surprising. He could do a sketch. He was in the Mickey Mouse Club when he was 8. He knows how to fucking perform. But Norm was a dangerous comedian. Like, Richard Pryor was dangerous. Like, they're afraid of that now. They're afraid of, and I think what you're talking about is middle of the road. If they could appeal to everybody, like there's certain comics. This guy right here is he doesn't bomb like any crowd sort of thing, and. I love stories about a comic bombing because I usually like them more. Like Norm has a million stories about him bombing, and it's just you can tell they're the idiots, not him. It's like, but the ones who cater to the idiots, they get rewarded, because they realize that that's how you make money, catering to idiots. So that's why I think I mean, but what do you find that so? You want to? I don't think you'll have a problem with that. I think. How you find that hurt you a little bit?
I don't think just across the board. I think the people that make the decisions don't like to they don't like to see a comedian killed.
Well, do you think there's any validity in what I just said? I mean, the safe thing,
about being safe.
Yeah, but also, what do you? Not why don't they want someone to kill? Why would that be?
I think they want to feel they're better than them.
Oh, okay.
I think when you watch
non-comics, even
if you watch Janine Garofalo, you she's right, but she's not. You can just be like,
yeah, no. What some people can fool people. You're right. Executives get fooled by people. They do. Yeah. You can fool them into thinking you're smarter than them, all by attitude. And look, God bless if you could take the world over like that, fine. But Janine's punchlines were literally rolling her eyes sometimes. You guys see Speed with Keanu Reeves? Good one. And she would fool these executives into going, you know what? She's not saying the punchline, but she's thinking something so funny. And I'm not even going to ask her because I'm going to sound stupid. Like when you rolled your eyes and no one really laughed, but we were in the back saying, "Give her a deal." Would you mind telling us what you were thinking of? No. Idiots would. You're an idiot. I would. Like they want to get abused by them. Like Mark Maron was I think Maron is a great stand-up. Great stand-up. He's not in that category at all. But young chicks would go watch him in the early. He hosted Luna Lounge, this thing in the mid '90s, where I actually got a bit I did there got me on Mad TV. It was every Monday night, all industry people went there, and Mark was like the star of it. He hosted every week, and he would make jokes that had William Faulkner in it, the punchline, a famous writer, and that intellectuals bring up. And these girls clearly had no idea who he was, but they would see other people laugh, and they would laugh because they think they're supposed to laugh. And that's entirely what the scene was. It was so sickening. There were some managers. Norm showed a manager a pilot of a show he did that didn't get picked up, and the manager laughed in all the wrong places. And Norm would go, "It's not funny yet." It's stupid people. You know?
Didn't the Martian just win?
For best comedy?
Yeah, it's not a comedy.
It's not?
Like,
no.
there's
Is it a musical?
I don't
What do you mean? I thought it with the one with Matt Damon?
Yeah.
What it won best? The Golden Globes has comedy.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, the one best, but it's
Well, how
not
do they justify that?
Because they don't know comedy.
someone fucked up, obviously, and they're not gonna.
So someone thinks it's a comedy? Still? No one's told them yet?
I think people are afraid to tell them. You're like, we can't tell them because we'll never win or get nominated for anything, so we're just gonna let this slide.
By the way, that's a real thing, fear of telling somebody something.
Oh,
like
yeah.
El Chapo, no one will ever tell him that shirt's bad.
No one's ever going to tell me that it's not hysterical
Right,
either.
exactly.
El
And no one's ever going to
Chapo.
tell Matt Damon that Martian's not a comedy. Maybe Matt Damon doesn't know it's not a comedy. Alfred Hitchcock was talking about, was doing an interview. I know Peter Bogdanovich was talking to Alfred Hitchcock, and Alfred Hitchcock, Peter, I'd love to do one of my movies, classic movies, like Rear Window or something, as a parody, a comedy. And Jimmy Stewart and Bogdanovich said to him, wouldn't Jimmy Stewart get mad about doing a comedy for him? And Alfred Hitchcock goes, oh, Jimmy Stewart is far too stupid to know if it's a comedy. Just a fat genius, a man and a thin guy. Far too stupid. That's how it is, man. It's yeah. No, I think it's both of what we're talking about. Yeah, there's jealousy there. Comedy club managers a lot of them are failed comedians, and they do hate seeing a comic kill. They got attitudes, man. You know. Again, I can't imagine for a woman. Have you ever had like a really bad experience with one of those guys with the sleazebags who runs a comedy club?
Mm-mm.
Really? Okay.
No, like all the managers and bookers that I have met thus far have been really cool and nice to me.
No kid, good for you.
and not,
So
like,
porn
creepy.
and comedy, no bad person.
Oh no, there's bad people.
You should get in the drug deal. You're a charmed person.
I am charmed.
I was in human trafficking for a while. All nice people.
They're all super nice.
I never, if there's bad people in human trafficking, what I'm saying is I haven't met. You never met a comedy club manager who wasn't nice?
No, not to me, at least.
What
I mean,
about
not yet.
What about
I'm
the chick who
sure.
said I'm taking a dump? Have you met her?
Not yet, but I'm sure she would kill me.
That's astonishing. Good for you.
You ever play the brokerage on Long Island?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember I think Gary was his name? I don't remember.
Yeah. He was a guitar act. That guy.
Oh, that guy.
It was either him or the guy Chuckles.
Boy.
A failed guitar act. Was he mad, like angry?
I showed up. I never played there. I showed up, and he's reading a paper, and he's talking to me about something. Right? He's reading a paper, and at some point in the conversation, he puts the paper down, and he goes, you're the fucking middle. And he walks away.
Oh, that's
I was like,
hilarious.
what is going on?
You know why they're idiots? Because maybe one day you're not going to be the middle. Maybe one day you'll be Trevor Noah. If you're lucky. No, that's the thing. And, these guys, like, I've had guys, before, I got some fame. Did you, like, they're all nice to me. I'm like, do you remember how you treated me? Like we're in a Twilight Zone, we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Like, no, what do you mean? Like, you're going to pretend I didn't sleep in a station wagon instead of get a room that night? Because, the kid from Kid and Play was headlining? You want to pretend you didn't kiss the Kid and Play kid's ass in front of me? Going to pretend I didn't have to do more time because Kid bailed?
Because he was playing.
Because the stories about hanging out with Belle Biv DeVoe weren't killing? And then after I do extra time, you get him a suite and I'm in a fucking car.
And where are they now? Where has anyone heard of anything about Kid and Play? Are they still alive?
That's your question from that story?
Yeah.
No, I think they're alive.
Okay.
I think the stand-up tour halted. I think I don't know.
One of them still does stand up, I think.
Who?
One of them does stand up, I think.
I hope not play. Plays really good.
Everyone knows Kid was the
No,
funny
Kid
one.
was the kid who did stand up was the kid with the hair.
Yeah, of course.
And that's Kid, right? Exactly. That makes sense. And he cut the hair. I think the manager. What did you do? Yeah. To answer your question, I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Can I get tickets? Act now.
I want to go see him.
Back by popular demand. Kid without play. I think they had a falling out. It's always over money. Play wanted back end money on it. I'm writing these songs. What's one of their songs? I can't even think of them. Like Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, they did a
Salt and Pepper would do a concert. Like after the push, like what do they sing after that? They cover Simon and Garfunkel. How many songs do they have?
Salt and Pepper. They had a couple. They
Yeah?
had What a Man. And,
What a Man.
And that album was
okay,
pretty
that's
good.
10 minutes.
Yeah. From like the 90s, like they had that. I own it, but yeah, there's a couple songs on there. I
I'm not
remember
saying-
What a Man. but-
Yeah, that song. I'm not saying that song's not good, but it's one song.
Kid and Play are responsible for Martin Lawrence.
Well, I know
House Party.
I know. Could you imagine it was a time when they were more important in show business? And they produced his first stand-up special. It's half hour. Did you ever see Martin Lawrence's first half hour? It's really fucking impressive, man. Yeah, Rock always talks about how he would kill on the road. Martin Lawrence would really wreck a room. The first half hour, and then but then it's a self-indulgent last film he did where he's wearing that purple leather. You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about? And he really he's bombing with stuff. He just keeps going, like really disgusting. You know. And then the click got blood in the clip. What? You know, when the click got blood in it, and the bitch is going ah. And then the car starts. You're like, what the fuck? Where the car started? Where the keys, bitch? The keys in your pussy. I'm not kidding. And he starts in the middle of that story.
It's his opener.
We need a setup. Okay, I'm a set list. I'm going to open up with the bloody clip. Should you build up to that? Shut up, kid. You're opening. Now, he's an insanely talented stand-up, but I think clearly he lost his mind.
Wasn't he running down a highway in L.A.?
He claimed he was trying to lose weight. He lived in Woodland Hills, which is the valley with that flat air.
Yeah.
And he put a rubber suit on to lose weight for a role. I'm like, was he ever fat? Like, did he have AIDS in the movie? Like, how much weight did he have to lose? Yeah, man, Bad Boys 2, man. Will wants me to... What the fuck is he? What is he doing? He's not fucking Daniel Day-Lewis. He put a rubber suit on. He was running and passed out in a 110-degree day. That's the story. The real story is probably, some sort of pills. The real Richard Pryor story is unbelievable. Like, he just poured whiskey on himself and lit himself on fire. What a shame. And then he, comes back a year later with a special. He was writing. I don't know. I miss comedy. Dangerous comedy. Pryor. Are you a fan of the classic comedians, Alia?
Yeah.
Like, who do you like?
Pryor. I like George Carlin.
Any women?
Lily Tomlin.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dad was
She was brilliant.
Carol Burnett. My dad actually really liked female comics a lot. He liked,
Really?
Mm-hmm. He got me into Carol Burnett and Lily Tomlin. And my mom
But they're not really stand-ups. They were sketch. I mean, they're really talented.
Yeah, it was the sketch stuff. I grew up with like Saturday Night Live. Like that's what
Gilda
I loved.
Radner.
Yeah, I love Gilda.
She was pretty amazing. But they're not stand-ups, really. It's like
no, yeah, they're more.
I'm
like
trying to think
sketch.
of a female stand-up. I don't know. I can't really name
Well,
one.
Joan Rivers.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like that, more like a Lenny Bruce type. Like a political kind of comic, not an insult comic. They get a bad rap. Carol Burnett was really. I mean, I'm sure she could have done stand-up or something like that, but she just didn't.
I like the Carol Burnett show. That's what I used to.
Oh, it's
watch.
hilarious. All right, so you just come into town just to do a couple of gigs, huh?
Well, I have my show on Thursday, and then I'm off to Vegas next week for, I have 3 shows out in Vegas. The one I'm producing, the other hardcore comedy show with Ron
You
Jeremy.
produce stuff, huh?
Yeah, about 4 shows.
And what does that entail? Like you have to, you ever produce television and stuff like that?
No. Well, I mean, because I used to direct a lot of my own scenes and stuff when I had my own website. So, I mean, it's finding a venue, booking the comics, and then getting...
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have those organizational skills. I don't.
It's a pain in the ass.
Surprisingly enough, I don't have those organizations.
I have 2 shows that are coming up at the Funny Bone in Connecticut, one in March and April. They like me up there, which is cool.
What about writing? Do you write like a sitcom? You ever write a sitcom or something?
Well, I did write a pilot. My roommate and I.
Based on your life or something like that? Did you tell us that last time?
No. It's it's like a normal girl moves in with a porn star, and then like the dynamic between the two.
Normal girl moves in with a porn star?
And then the porn star, like kind of a sexually repressed kind of girl accidentally
That's
moves.
interesting. Like I'd rather watch that over 2 broke girls. Have you pitched it to a network?
No, not yet. Because we only have the first draft, so we're still like working out like stronger bits and stuff like that. And it's only about 22 pages right now. It needs to be about 24, 25.
I built that out this afternoon.
What's the title?
TNA. Because the girls' names are.
How about Urbano movie? I can't get that's
He's
the greatest
EP.
name. That's the greatest name ever.
Urbano.
So TNA, that's a great name too.
It's based off the girls' names, the characters. It's Tess and Abby, but obviously also tits and ass.
Oh, so their names are that too.
Yeah, it's Tess and Abby, and then yeah.
Like Laverne and
TNA.
Shirley, but edgy.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, I wish you luck. That's again, it's if you go into the television world and meet no scumbags too, that's going to be 3 for 3.
I seem to be doing all right. I don't know.
That is astonishing. How about boxing? He's going to boxing.
Boxing? Oh, God.
Nobody. Mr. King was wonderful.
Now that you say that, I'm probably going to meet, like, every next person that I meet is just going to be, like, a sleaze. I'm going to have to call you and be like, God damn it, Artie.
Thanks for putting the whammy on it. Try the church. If nobody's a scumbag there, then you really... TV, movies, good for you. But you love doing comedy, huh?
I do.
You need a passion for it.
I think I actually found something that I'm going to stick with for longer than like 4 years, let's say.
Well, porn is like 4 years is fine.
Yeah, no, that was a long haul.
That's enough.
That was enough.
You don't want to stay in for 30.
No, there's and a lot of females, they really can't. Like everyone kind of wants to be the Nina Hartley, that.
Who is that? That's a big time porn person.
She's been in porn for decades.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's you see them on decades.
Decades,
that
like
grandma?
since like the 80s. I want to
It's the Golden Girls.
like the golden age, like the early 90s,
The Golden
right?
Pussy Girls.
Oh yeah, the Golden Girls parody. They had a Golden Girls parody.
How long has your wife been? Of course they did. How long has your wife been in porn? Decades. What was the Golden Girls parody? I got to Google that.
Who else was? I remember a girl named Rachel Love was in it. Who? Oh, Karen Summers and Julia Ann, I believe.
Those are all normal names, kind of, for porn.
Yeah, well, they're a little bit older.
And who was the B. Arthur? I hope we got a sexy B. Arthur. That's got to be hard.
I don't remember who played who. I just remember the parody of it.
What was the title? Was it? It just was.
Golden Girls, a triple X
Oh,
parody.
okay.
I'm
See, that's so
sure.
uncreative.
Yeah. Well, they have to
Golden
put the
Shower Girls.
See, that's
That's not
creative.
great, but we're riffing. We need a title for the Golden Girls immediately. They're not taking it in Chatsworth. I think the sitcom world to me probably has more dirtbags than anything because they think they're not dirtbags and they have money. There's nothing worse than a.
Yeah, I've met a couple mainstream like directors that work in television, and they tend to be very sleazy.
That's hilarious. They come from
dirty.
porn and it's like, you make Urbano look like
Oh,
Bono.
he's an angel compared.
Yeah, could you imagine? That's probably true. You go up
Because
to
he's honest. He's be like, let's try this. And be like, no.
you go up to the guy who directs like a bunch of, a bunch of the Friends episodes. You're no Urbano. Urbano has more class in his pinky. And I know because it was in my ass. There was more class in my ass than is in your whole body. And he did it with a strange accent. Did you ever ask Urbano where you're from? Like where, what country?
No, I didn't really care.
But the FBI did.
I'm sure they did.
Did you ever feel like it was great because you've gone undercover with Urbano, wore a wire?
Where would the wire go, though?
Your tits.
Oh, okay.
Where Urbano goes.
Like underneath so they can't see it, really? I mean, I could hide some shit under there.
Are you wearing a wire, bitch? I got to meet Urbano. Would he do the podcast?
Oh, probably.
He could call in from an undisclosed location.
From his apartment.
You're blacking out his face. Is he live in L.A. still?
Mm-hmm. Probably in the same fucking
You got a
apartment.
number?
We could probably find one.
How many Urbanos are there in the phone book?
I'm gonna say at least 2. It's L.A. So
Is it a one name thing like Madonna? Does he have a last name?
I'm sure Urbano's his stage name, maybe. Or maybe not. I don't.
I changed my name to El
know.
Chapo because Urbano was so cheesy. What's El Chapo's real name? Do we know that? Yeah.
It means
Ned.
shorty, right? El Chapo means
It
shorty.
does?
I think it's shorty. Yeah, someone was telling a joke last night, and how like one of the other like most feared guys in Mexico, like his nickname is Slim, so it's like Slim and
Is
Shorty
he a
run
fat
Mexico.
guy? Is he a fat guy?
They normally
Like an
tend to
erotic
be,
nickname.
right?
What? Joaquin Guzman.
Joaquin is his first name?
Yes.
Wow.
And it means Shorty Guzman.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're allowed to goof on his shortiness. Would you date him too short?
Too short. His name is El Shorty, basically. No.
He kidnaps a doctor and makes him like this, makes him figure out a surgery that makes him taller. At gunpoint, you're making El Chapo taller. That's your job, but I can't do it. I can't do it. Shut up! See a pile of dead doctors in the corner. Those guys couldn't do it either. I need to be 6'1". See, but there's a lot of other reasons besides the shortness not to date El Chapo.
The shirt.
The shirt, yeah.
There's the shirt. There's the I don't know. The
mask.
cartel. The cartel people. I don't know. I've never met a bad guy in the cartel either.
No, they're all real stand-up guys.
They all seem really fine.
They're businessmen.
Maybe you're leading a
They're
charmed
professionals.
life. You're leading a charmed life, maybe.
Thank you. Either that or people are afraid that I'll say something. I don't know. I've
Yeah, be careful.
that
You don't want to see
before
you don't want to see the wrong thing like Mrs. Urbano. You see that bitch over there? Yeah, she saw the wrong thing. Well, I wish you nothing but luck. I think it's a unique life.
that. Well, thank you.
And it's a unique life comedy anyway, but then you throw in the porn aspect and
Yeah, it's becoming. There's
you have a
lot
great
more-
biography on A&E.
Yeah, right.
You do. It's the worst sin is leading a boring life. I think that's the worst sin.
I think so too.
Yeah. Well, murder's probably worse.
That's
Double murder.
debatable. Double murder.
But no, you know what I mean? It's like you're given a life, you should try to do something interesting. You did something interesting,
I've always tried to do the interesting. I've never been able to sit in like offices and do
Right.
the 9 to 5 thing.
Me
It's
neither.
just
Unless
boring.
Unless there's two cocks who are supposed to be my boss.
minimum.
And you made your
two
father's
cocks.
life more interesting, too.
Um,
He's got something to talk about at parties.
You made your uncle's life a little worse.
I did make my uncle's life a little bit worse. He's super happy that I retired.
What is
Like, can I join Naughty America?
Jeff Ross has a
again?
joke. Jeff Ross has a joke. 'Cause I was dating a girl who was in porn, and I was talking to her on a Thursday night, and she said, I'm working Thursday night. How about Friday? I said, how about Monday? Did you date guys who were in porn? Did you date a porn star, a fellow co-star?
Yeah, I dated. He was a director, producer. He also
Oh.
performed for a little over a year.
No kidding. What was that? Was that a strain? Like,
No,
seeing you with other, would he direct you with other guys?
no. He couldn't perform. Like, he just shot the movies. Like, he couldn't like fuck any other girls. It was
Oh.
really weird. Like, I worked or whatever, and like we know it's the job and stuff like that.
Well,
And
in front of camera, I mean.
Yeah, but I shot movies for him with him, but he never shot me with anybody else.
Oh yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, that and like I wouldn't do. Yeah, that would be very.
You draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, there's that because there's like couples that are married and like dating, and I've shot with them before where like the wife
Weird.
is filming and she's like giving me the dirtiest looks, and I'm just like, why are you filming this then? And then there's like other couples like Mark Wood and Francesca Lay. They're amazing, and like because I told her this
Francesca
story.
Lay?
Yeah, of course. And she was just like, and she was like coaching me a little too much. She thought that like, oh no, it's okay that you're sucking my husband's dick. Do it, girl, do it. I'm like, okay, now you just need to calm down.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So yeah. So sometimes there's like
That's very awkward. It's because they make it violent out of nowhere, like something snaps.
yeah. Well, there was the one that I was just like, oh my god, this woman's gonna kill me
Yeah.
for fucking her husband while she's filming.
And you realize, it's not like the PTA. They're porn people.
Yeah.
They could have an arsenal. They could know El Chapo. They could own that. They could have sold him that shirt.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that did come from a porn set. The color alone.
So how do we find you on Twitter? We'll plug it up here.
My Twitter is the Alia Janine. Facebook. The THE. Yeah.
And your gig is tomorrow. You said.
Yep. Tomorrow at Headquarters Gentlemen's Club on West 38th Street. It's going to be a good time.
Check it out. Well, thanks for coming in. You're always great.
Thank you
welcome,
for having
You're
me.
welcome anytime.
Thanks, hon.
I think we're very close now.
Yes.
And again, if you could bring Urbano, that would be great.
We're totally going to work on
I'm
that.
not saying you have to.
A phone call, though.
Ryan, would you want to meet Urbano, or are you nervous about that?
No, I want to meet Urbano. I want to study under Urbano.
I've taken a new boy under my wing.
The show.
We changed the name. First, we have to change that name. Terrible. How about Rihanna? Something machismo. Okay, Rihanna Reese. I like it. And man, you will say the lines I wrote. Say, look at that pussy. Your tits are big. You could play with that line. You don't have to say big, you say large. Don't play with all the lines. I'll tell you a line you can't play with. You must say some lines verbatim. Like, is that Campbell's soup there? It can't be chunky soup. No. Campbell's soup. Is that Ed's Korean Deli in back of you? Is that Weinstein's Dry Cleaners? Is that where you got these? You must say those verbatim. I'll explain later. It's a business thing. I hate when business and art mix. Look at your tits in front of Weinstein's Dry Cleaners. Product placement.
I'm surprised they actually haven't started doing that in porn, considering how
Why not?
many people,
Yeah.
especially with all the...
Maybe a lot of people don't want their stuff in porn. Well, some people do. Well, right.
There's like some products. I know like different toy lines, like adult toys.
Oh, yeah,
Like
we get
they'll
those.
do it, but...
That's what we get here. We get Shrinkterine and Ass Mint. That's a real company, Shrinkterine.
That doesn't surprise me.
The copy was too embarrassing. I mean, an Ass Mint describes itself. The guy was a little pretentious to write. I got 4 pages about an Ass Mint. All right, we get it, Hemingway. It's embarrassing. I don't take any advertising because I want to give a true, uncensored show to my fans.
That's good.
Yeah, well, I'm broke, though. Rihanna, do you have anything coming up?
Yeah. I'll be at I'm doing a college on Friday, and then on Saturday I'm at the Comedy Cellar. You can
What
find me-
college?
Wright State University,
That's good.
Ohio.
That's great.
And then Saturday I'm at the Cellar.
That's good stuff. Well, keep going, brother. The hardest working man in show